seed, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
He's going to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First and 10. He's going to pass. Right down the middle. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Ford. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
And he breaks into the open. The 30, the 20, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cardinal.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Provo. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
To the ground. He's got it again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Quarterback will keep it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Ford. Finds the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Quarterback checking off. On second down, wants to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
And the Bulldogs will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He'll pull it down and run. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. On the ready.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Ball State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone. I
agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Ford. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Pressure coming. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to him. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
This is a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
Looking to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Touch pass on the right. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the side.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They run the reverse. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To throw, it's Ford. He's got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Now the pitch. He breaks a tackle.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Ball State.
Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Corners are going to bail. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Leaves it with the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll try to get outside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
He's got his man. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Fights off a defender. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up 2nd down.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Central Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Chippewa's fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Ford. Feeling some heat. Working that left side now. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ball State 34, Louisiana Tech 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up third down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cardinals. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Provo. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Ford. They're trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Now on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll just keep slinging it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field. And anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks. And so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Finds his tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Ford. He finds his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Offense set on 1st down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it to the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Direct snap. Still on his feet at the 40. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ball State. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Going for the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve.
Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looking, it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the...
Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Ball State. And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
34. Return runs out of bounds.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard to practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
and a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here comes the two-point try. Looking downfield, it's Ford. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Snap it to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Return runs out of bounds.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout.
One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Ford. Looking for space to the left. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you,